In this tutorial, we're going to focus on the time cost analysis section. Now, at this stage, you'll have looked at your aims and objectives. You've looked at your audience analysis and your project information, all underneath analysis. So at this stage, you'll know what you want with your aims, how you're going to get there with your objectives, who it's for with your audience, and where you're going to get your information from with your project information. What this stage will actually show us is how long it's going to take and how much it's going to cost and who's going to do each task. Okay, so it's the final stage of the analysis phase, so it's the fifth and final stage of it. And so normally when we're in class we'll deal with Microsoft Project, but because we don't have access, or every one of us don't have access to Microsoft Project, we're going to use a thing called Project Plan 365, which is an online project management tool. Quite similar to Microsoft Project, in fact, almost identical to Microsoft Project. The only difference is you have to sign up for it and you have a 30-day free trial. But as long as you have more than one email address, you can keep signing up for different free trials, etc. Okay, so the whole idea of the project management tool is that we can plan, we can put time limits on things, we can add resources to things and so on. So we're going to do this over the next little while. So I'm going to just jump into Project Plan 365. Okay. Okay, and as you can see, the address is projectplan365.com/try now. Okay, so I'm just going to click on try now here. Okay, so I'm going to put in my email address. My password. Now this will allow me to download a downloadable version of Project Plan 365, or I can just jump in here and use it online as well if I want to. So I'm just going to download this one here, and I'm going to just a Windows version of it. See downloading here. It's 18 megs in size. Okay, and you've got access to this for 1 month. Okay, but with regards to downloading, you can use this online as well, so you don't have to download. They have an online version of this, but I'm just going to use the I'm going to use the download version here. Install it here. That's it installed now. I'm going to launch the version here. I'll just resize it to my window then when it opens, and we'll get cracking on creating an actual project plan. Okay. Okay. Resize this to my window. Okay, now the whole idea of Microsoft Project is that it will allow you to put in tasks, it will allow you to add people to tasks, it will allow you to add times to tasks, and allow you to add money to resources and people. Okay, so what I'm going to do is start off with the web development process, which is the whole entire project. Okay, and below that, I'm going to put in the idea, analysis, planning, design, publication, promotion, and innovation. Now these are my main tasks. If you remember back to the original diagram, these are the tasks involved: the idea, analysis, planning, design, publication, promotion, innovation. And at the end, I'm just going to say launch. So they're my main tasks. You'll notice that all of them are added in straight away with a 1 day duration. We'll change that in a few minutes, okay? Now, what I'm going to do next is I'm going to go project, and I'm going to go change working times and project information, okay? So I'm going to go project information first of all. Now, this will allow me to set the start date or the finish date, okay? I can't set both. What I'll do is I'm going to set the start date and then turn around and add all of my tasks, add predecessors, which I'll talk about what they are in a little while, and add time to them, and it will tell me when I'm going to be finished, okay? So I'm going to say that I'm going to start my project on the 22nd of June, okay? So that's my start date. I'm going to go OK. Now you should see that this will change over to the 22nd of June when I go OK. Okay, and it goes to the 22nd. Now you'll also notice that I can set my start date for something in the past or well into the future. Okay, once I've set my start date, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to change my working times. At the moment, my working times are, if you just look over here, you can see Saturday and Sundays are hazed out. You can see they're grey, and Monday to Friday are all white. Okay, so what it's actually set at the moment is Monday to Friday are all working days and Saturday and Sunday aren't. Okay, now if you're doing this as a group project for an assignment for college work, you more than likely won't be working 40 hours a week out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to suggest that, I'm going to randomly pick 2 slots during the week that we're going to focus on this. Now, obviously, this is hypothetical, okay? This is just for my hypothetical group, okay? So the first one I'm going to pick is Tuesday 2 to 4, and then I'm going to go Thursday 12 to 1. So they're my 2 slots in the day. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change my working time, okay? And as you can see here, my Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, they're all working times 8 to 12, 1 to 5. And then weekend, if I click on Saturday or Sunday, it says is a non-working day, okay? So you can see here that little legends over here will tell me that, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change Monday, Wednesday and Friday to non-working. I'm going to change Tuesday to 2 to 4 and Thursday to 12 to 1, okay? So I do that by going into the working week, all right? At the moment, there's 2 little tabs down here, exceptions and working week. So I'm going to go into working week and I'm going to go into the default calendar, okay? I'm going to go Monday, I'm going to set that to non-working. Wednesday, set that to non-working, and then Friday, set that to non-working. So there's my 3 days that I'm changing to non-working days. So now I don't work on a Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, or Wednesday, Friday, or Saturday. The only 2 days that are still working days are Tuesday and Thursday. So what I need to do is I change those away from the default times to 2 to 4 on a Tuesday and 12 to 1 on a Thursday. So what I'm going to do is go into Tuesday, I'm going to go set to these two specific working times. So I'm going to set that to, and instead of 12 or 8 a.m., I'm going to change it to 2 p.m. And I'm going to go to 4 p.m. Okay, just to let you know that the syntax here is it's using AM, PM, obviously, but most importantly is that this is a colon in here, not a semicolon or dot or whatever the case might be in between the actual numbers. Okay, so I want to work 2 to 4 on a Tuesday, so I don't want to work 1 to 5, so I'm going to delete these. And that's my Tuesday set, and I'm going to go to Thursday. I'm going to do the same with Thursday, set these two specific working times, and instead of going 8 a.m., I'm going to go 12 to 1. And just to be sure, that's a PM. Okay, so with that in mind now, you can see that Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday are all non-working times, and then the other two are working times set at my times. Okay, so if I wanted to at any stage, all right, this means that the Tuesday will be set and the Thursday will be set for from now on. Okay, so if I go down to July, August, you can see here, all right, all the way down through them, it'll set them to whatever time I want to. Okay, and they're set from now on. If I wanted to say on the 17th of March next year, I want to work 10 hours instead of 4 hours. Okay, I can then change that by going in here, finding the date that I want, typing in my own calendar name, and going in and changing that to whatever date I want. At the moment, I'm happy enough to carry on as we are. You'll now see that Tuesdays and Thursdays are the only days that have white on them, and the rest are all grey. Okay, so as well as that, you'll also see that one day now spans over 3 weeks because I'm only working 3 hours a week. Okay, so one day is 8 hours, and that means it'll take me 2 full weeks and 2 hours of the third week. Okay, so you'll see that working out, and we'll change these as we move down through them. Okay, so moving in here, what I'm going to start doing is, at the moment, I just put in my main tasks. I'm going to start adding subtasks in here, okay? And I'm going to say that the web development process, all of these from idea right down to launch, are all part of the web development process, okay? And all the rest of them here, I'm going to see whether they're tasks or subtasks of one another. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, first of all, is I'm going to just put in underneath the idea. How do I generate my idea? Well, very simply, I can generate my idea by brainstorming. I can do it by research, both primary and secondary if I want to. Okay, so what I'm just going to do is I'm just going to go put in a couple of subheadings underneath the idea. So what I'm going to do is go to the analysis stage, which is the one below idea, and then just click the insert key. Okay, click on tree and click insert. Okay, and what you're actually seeing is that it puts in a number of tasks there. Okay, so what I'm going to do is underneath the idea, I'm going to put in brainstorming. Then I'm going to put in research. And I'm going to use both secondary and primary. Underneath analysis, I'm going to put in, if you remember, there's 5 tasks underneath analysis: aims, objectives, audience analysis, project information, and time cost analysis. So I'm going to put in insert 5 subtasks in there, okay? And they're going to be the ones that I was dealing with so far in the analysis stage. So it's aims, objectives, audience analysis, project information, and then what we're doing right now, time cost analysis. Okay. So they're all subtasks of this section here that I'm on. Okay. Now the next one you'll have to take my word for it because we haven't actually dealt with it yet. But I'm going to insert 5 tasks underneath planning, and you'll see in the next tutorial that there are 5 tasks, or there will be 5 tasks underneath planning. So the 5 tasks that go underneath planning are system analysis, content analysis, publication, promotion, information. Widen that out so we can see what's actually written in there. Need to go a bit wider than that. Okay. Then we've got storyboards and flow charts. Storyboard for the next one, and then finally flow chart. They're the tasks underneath there. Underneath design, I'm going to put in 2. I'm going to put in underneath there, I'm going to put in content creation and content implementation. Okay. Underneath publication, there isn't any. Underneath promotion, there isn't any subtasks. Underneath promotion, I'm going to put in 2, which are going to be just simply traditional, promotion, and digital. Right, I'm going to say they're all my tasks. Innovation, I don't need a subtask, and launch is actually just the finish line, so to speak. Okay, so what I've got here is I've got all my tasks in here, but what I'm going to start doing is indenting them, so to make them subtasks. Okay, so I'm after going up to the task bar here. I'm going to highlight everything with the exception of the web development process and indent them. Okay, what I've done there is I've made all of these tasks subtasks of the web development process. Okay, now 2 things happened there. First of all, well, a couple of things happened here. First of all, you'll see the web development process goes in bold. Everything gets indented. You will see that there's a show hide icon right there. And then finally, you'll also notice that a little bar goes across all of those, meaning that they're all subsections of this one here. The idea, I'm going to highlight the idea and brainstorming underneath there, research, secondary and primary. I'm going to indent all of those. I'm going to indent primary and secondary under research because they're actually subtasks of research. So you can see them all stepping in now. Okay. Right. Underneath analysis, we've got aims, objectives, audience, project information, and time cost analysis. These are the stages that we said are subsections of the analysis. So they're all in the analysis stage. Okay, so I'm going to indent those. Same with system analysis, content analysis, publication, storyboards, and flowcharts. All of those are subsets of planning. Content creation, content implementation are subsets of design. Publication doesn't have a subset. Traditional and digital are all types of promotion, and then the rest are all just main tasks on their own. Okay. Now, what this means is that these ones are all part of that. So in order for analysis to be finished, we have to finish the aims, objectives, audience, project information, and time cost analysis. All of them will have to be implemented at the one time. Okay, not at the one time, but in order for analysis to be completed fully. Okay.